Hey everybody, Invisible Gecko here, and in the last episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, we took on Divine Beast Vah Ruta and defeated Water Blight Ganon. And in this episode, we're just going to be going around Zora's domain and kind of just cleaning up the area, you know, doing some side quests and getting some shrines done. Hylian, to think that you were able to appease Ruta, you turned out to be a pretty incredible guy. In fact, I wonder if you can do this too. Exterminate the Hinox by Rathus Pond. Surely. Okay, in that case, give it a try. For he who saved the domain, this should be a piece of fish cake. Go on, I'm counting on you. Alright, so we have a giant of Rathus Pond. Where is that at? Oh, just right over here where we were looking at in one of the last episodes. I'm gonna go ahead and put that there. So I kind of want to just explore around this area mostly in this episode, and if we get around to it, then we'll start making our way further down here to Mount Lanayru. Alright, so, to get over... Oh, looks like we have another side quest. Oh, you! Hi! It's me! I'm the one Prince Sidon left at the top of the tower. The name's Groove. In the end, I wasn't able to join up with Prince Sidon. Instead, I worked up some fighting spirit and jumped into Zora River from the top of the tower. Then, I came back here. I was deeply moved seeing my reflection on the water's surface as I dove in. Yes, deeply moved. Deeply moved? It is my observation that a person's true colors shine the brightest when they dive freely into the waves. Congratulations on the new Zora armor. It is most impressive indeed. Wearing the Zora armor, even a Hylian like you can climb a waterfall and get back up here in no time at all. That said, if you don't mind me asking, would you please show me your true colors as you dive into the water? I guess we can do that. Let's just go ahead and try it out. Blinding brightness! Radiant beauty! Okay, now climb the waterfall and then meet me back here. Okay, easy enough, I guess. Maybe. Fantastic! Can you feel that? My soul is on fire. It's pulsating with beauty. You showed me something truly special. Thank you so much. Now then, come over here real quick. Oh, well, that wasn't too bad. What do we get for that? That was amazing. I saw your dive and waterfall climb with my own lucky eyes, and now those very eyes are flooded with tears of joy. Yes, I must thank you somehow. I feel emotionally ravaged after that. It's not every day I get to see a diving form as beautiful as yours. I'll be looking forward to your next dive. Alright, well, I mean, hey. Gets us another quest done, so I'm not going to complain. And I actually see that we have a spot to pray at. So really quick, I'm going to go ahead and get another, I think another stamina vessel. Alright, that's going to make climbing quite a bit easier, honestly. So I'm not really entirely sure where we're supposed to be going around here to kind of like get some more quests. I mean, I guess that works.
Good evening. Link, the Divine Beast has been appeased, but I fear there's still something that threatens the domain. There's a red maned monster called a Lionel that lives on Plamus Mountain. I really need a picture of a Lionel. It can be a picture of any red maned Lionel, not just the one on the mountain. So what do you say? Can you get me a picture?
Sure. I probably already have one.
See, there's this fool in the domain who goads people into jumping off of Shatterback Point on Plamus Mountain. It's an incredibly dangerous jump, and this guy pressures people into jumping off by questioning their courage. He's a real bottom feeder. If this keeps up, someone is surely going to wind up horribly injured. I need a picture of a Lionel to show everyone how scary they are.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure that I already have, like I said, a photo of a pit Lionel. Yeah, the one from the Coliseum, that works.
My apologies. That sound was not very dignified, was it? Pardon me, I'm all better now. That Lionel, how terrifying. One look at this and I doubt anyone would get any reckless ideas about visiting Ploymus Mountain. Thank you. I'll tell the children of the domain about this. Maybe that will scare them away from the mountain. Oh, right. Now for your reward.
Wow, so we just got the Zora Greaves, and that finishes up the Zora armor, actually. These greaves have been passed down among the Zora for generations. It's been said they're crafted using dragon scales.
These were once made by skilled craftsmen by order of an ancient Zora king. Now they're fairly common. As you may know, East Reservoir Lake was created in a collaboration between Hylians and the Zora. After East Reservoir Lake was finished, we made Zora Greaves as a token of friendship for Hylians who came to visit. But over time, the number of Hylians visiting the domain dwindled, and my father had to close his armor shop. These Zora Greaves here were the last pair left in the stockroom when he closed up shop. Wearing these, even a Hylian can swim as well as a Zora. That said, these would be wasted on me.
Alright, so that's pretty cool. We ended up getting the last of the Zora armor. So you can see all that. Yeah, just sorted right here. So in total, that'll give you the highest swim speed that you can get in the game. And it looks like these two were just chilling. Nothing bad about that. Oh.
Link, it seems that I was wrong about you. Seeing Divine Beast Vah Ruta's form there. Even though we lost Lady Mifa, it seems she can still help you fight against Calamity Ganon. Oh, I am sorry. I did not introduce myself sooner. I am Gecko. I am a historian who studies Zora history and preserves it for future generations. Even so, this stone monument that King Dorephan supposedly wrote, it's torn to pieces now. Most likely, the 10 stone monuments outside of the domain are in the same awful condition. I'm thinking about collecting the contents of all the stone monuments and compiling them into a book. But with these old legs and fins, traveling to all 10 stone monuments will take a great deal of time. That is why, Link, I'd like to ask a favor of you. I'd like you to find all 10 stone monuments.
Alright.
You truly are a lifesaver. How reassuring that the champion will search for those monuments for me. I have it on good authority that among the stone monuments, one has the location of some treasure written on it. If you happen to find said treasure, feel free to keep it. It will most likely be something that a Zora wouldn't need. Yes, you'll find them. I believe in you. In fact, I'm counting on you.
Okay, well that gives us a pretty good excuse to go back and check out those monuments we were reading on our way in. I'm gonna go ahead and look around a little bit more, and if I see any side quests, I'll stop back at the video, but whatever ends up happening, we'll be right back here.
La-dee-doo. A gift from the sky, of scale of light. Oh, you're the Hylian who helped our Prince Sidon. You're so handsome. Your looks still don't compare to Prince Sidon, of course, but you're not half bad. In fact, I wouldn't mind talking with you for a bit. Hee.
I'm a little bit uncomfortable with this, actually.
I just love singing. I even remember the song from the Champion Festival. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
A gift from the sky, a scale of light, splits the feet of a veiled fall's sight. Your trial awaits, it's glowing bright. I don't really get what the song's about, but I'm gonna sing it at the next Champion Festival. Mr. Trello is supposed to get the festival together, but he hasn't done anything for it yet. I wonder what's wrong with him. Did he forget that's his job? So we do have another shrine quest now. Yeah, so the Veiled Falls. So that's pretty close to where we need to go to get that Hinox, actually. So I think what I want to do is to go around this little loop-de-loop again, and then we will go to Rallis Pond and then try and figure out that shrine quest. Okay, so I just remembered on the way out of the Zora's domain that we had this monument down here. So
so I'm going to go ahead and glide down here and see if that'll count towards one of the stone monuments. I'm guessing it should. It wouldn't make much sense if it didn't. History of the Zora, Part 3. Miracle of the White Scale as told by King Dorephan. Our scholars say that in the distant past, Zora's domain had a king with no special talent for the art of war. What he lacked in skill with a blade, he made up for in love for his people, and especially love for his queen. One day, news reached the king of a horde of monsters gathering in the Zodabon highlands. The king steeled himself for war to protect his people, but the queen knew how ill-suited for the task he was. Worried for his life, she wove one of her own scales into his armor, hoping that her love would protect him in battle. It seemed for a time that the tide of battle favored the Zora, and that all would make it safely home. But the cunning Lizalfos general saw an opening and seized it, driving the king's forces into a corner. Just when the general's sword was ready to crash down upon the king, a miracle took place. An errant sunbeam, reflected from the scale on his armor, blinded the Lizalfos, stopping the death blow from falling. This was the chance the king needed to rally his forces and turn the tide, taking down the general and securing victory. This came to be known as the Miracle of the White Scale, a scale that only female Zora possess. It was this miracle that began the tradition of Zora princesses crafting armor for their future husbands. So that explains the Zora armor that we got that Mipha had actually made for Link. So it's really cool that we can get kind of a bit more lore to the whole Zora people and then the kingdom and everything. I really like just how it fleshes out the world. And it doesn't look like there's any other monuments down on this level. But I guess we can go ahead and climb up this mountain. Maybe find another one along our way. So one thing that we can really appreciate now that we've defeated, well, I guess, calmed Vah Ruta, is that now we don't have to worry about the perpetual rain. And it makes exploring way easier, and that's why I really wanted to just hold off and save all of this for once we got done with all of that. Oh. Well, here's part of the bridge. So we've already kind of like skipped around a little bit. Now, I kind of wonder, if I go to the adventure log, is that going to say anything for that side quest? Yeah, so it says 10 to find in total. Didn't list that one. I don't know if it's going to mark them off, but it'd be kind of good to know, honestly. Alright, here we have another. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is all the stuff that we had already read. Right? Well, just to be sure. The rains have blessed the Nehru since ancient times with an abundance of pure, clean water. Seeking a bounty of such water, the Zora gathered there. Thus, as the legends go, the domain was born 10,000 years ago. The land was also rich in ore, and so a unique form of stonemasonry was developed to create our new home. The domain is one giant sculpture, a feat of architecture that has drawn admirers the world over. Our great domain will ever stand as a hallmark of the esteemed artists who made it an eternal symbol of Zora pride. I kind of wonder how far back these monuments would go. Because thinking about it, I could probably just travel to this shrine really quick and then work my way up. Alright, that'll make this a lot easier. So we can kind of just start from the beginning, and then we won't have to really work our way backwards, which is going to make it kind of a pain. Oh, got another chest here. There we go. Cook those vines. Let's see what we have. Purple rupee. Okay. Wow, that frame drop. There's so many Lizalfos over here, wow. Ow. Alright. Let's swap to that. Really? Makes it kind of difficult when you have the water all around you. Okay, there we go. Well, we're getting a lot closer, and haven't really spotted many of the monuments yet. Oh?
Carry my thoughts to him. Do you have a wish for the water fairy too? Oh, I suppose not. If you did, you'd have a letter to send. But wait, does that mean you're a servant of the water fairy?
I'm a traveler.
Oh, really? How lucky. Oh, wow. If that's the case, I have an important request for you. Once I release it, I'd like you to follow my love letter and get to know whoever picks it up. Once you do that, please report back to me so I can find out what kind of person he is. I know. You're probably thinking, why not just go yourself, lazy girl? I'm right, aren't I? The thing is, I promised to my mother I wouldn't venture out too far. So I'm begging you, please, find the person. Fine. Teehee, thank you. Excellent, okay, I'm gonna throw the letter in now. Are you ready?
Okay. The letter breaks easily. Okay, so I guess we really did not get any time to prepare. We have a special delivery. And for this, let's go ahead and get all decked out in these Zora armor. Okay, it looks like we do have a barricade right in front of us. Do I need to break that? Alright, let me grab this bomb. There we go. Awesome. Oh. I was gonna say, is it gonna get stuck? Alright, I am a little bit worried. I don't know what is all the way up ahead, so let me just try and get a... Let me just get a head start here. Okay, we should be good. Oh my god, it is going so slow. On the plus side, you can just follow along on the minimap while I cut between all of this, because if I didn't, it would take a long time of just sitting here watching it. Alright, well now here we have a small little bit of a hiccup. Don't want that thing to get caught on this other side. So let me go ahead and do Cryonis. And should be able to put 3 of these up. There we go. Let's see how that works, but in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and blow this up and maybe we can get some materials out of it. Okay, I can't really break that easy. That was one way to do it. Did it get stuck already? Oh. Yes, it did. Okay. Can I just grab it? Oh, yes, I can. Alright. That makes that so much easier. Actually, let me go ahead. I'm gonna set this down and pick this up really quick. Just get around all this funny business. Yeah. Okay, I really would like them to not mess with me anymore. Like, come on. Alright, get you... Go there. Thank you. And I don't think there's any other barricades. Yeah, it looks like we're in the clear here for a little bit. Alright, just gonna have to make sure that it gets on his path. Oh. 5 rupees, that's not bad. Alright, we're back at Inigo Bridge. And slowly making progress. Oh, a chest. Alright, nice. A bomb arrow. That'll really come in handy at some point. Oh, along the way we picked up a warm darner. This dragonfly has a special organ that causes it to sweat profusely. Sweat profusely? That thing's just dripping water while it's flying along. Cook it with monster parts for an elixir that will raise your core temperature so you can resist the cold. That's pretty cool. Not really a fan of ingesting dragonfly sweat, but I guess. Okay, looks like this is where things are gonna start getting interesting. I don't know where this is supposed to go. I'm just guessing we're gonna have to try and maybe blow some of this stuff up. Alright, let's get on here. Yeah, that kind of looks like what we have to do.
Yep.
Okay, well that did something. Not a lot, but something. Okay. There you go. Yes, yes, pass through. Alright, can I climb up this? Maybe? Awesome. Oh. Alright, there we go. I thought I was gonna drown for a minute. Okay, let's just keep that moving. Any more blockades we need to get rid of? It does not look like it. Looks like pretty smooth sailing overall. Oh, let's get up on here. Maybe we can get a nice view. Okay, it looks like it's all leading to that tent over there. But I don't see anybody, so that's a little bit worrisome. Here we are, we have successfully delivered a broken barrel and the letter. Can I grab that out of the water? There we go. Sorry for the random question, but have you ever been to Zora's domain? Yeah. I see. Is it far from here? It's a long ways, yeah. I see. Oh, sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I am Sason, the traveling merchant. I was on my way to Zora's domain, but a love letter in this inlet caught my eye. The writer seems to be a lovely Zora named Finley. I've been corresponding with her by giving my replies to travelers heading to Zora's domain. So, you were following this letter? Yeah. So she asked you to come down here and see what kind of person I am. Is that it? Well, earlier I lied when I wrote to her that I was a buff traveler. She said she wanted to meet me, but even though I'm dying to meet her, I can't do it. I've really blown it. If I had known this would happen, that I'd fallen for her, I never would have lied. Love reigns supreme? I suppose it does. You know, hearing that does make me feel a little better. Okay, it's time for me to take a chance and try to meet her. Oh, that reminds me. I wonder if the torrential rain has stopped. She's waiting. That's what her letter says anyway. So I'll achieve 2 goals at the same time and train up my muscles on the way there. I'll get super beefy. Yeah, that's the ticket. I'll run all the way to the domain. Catch you later. We'll meet again at Zora's domain. I'm sure of it. Alright, so... that is a really awkward... It's kind of an awkward side quest, honestly. So... Let's just go ahead and I'm going to now check out Rallis Pond. And along the way, I remembered that we had this chest, so we can now finally go ahead and get this one. I don't think I have a... Oh, yeah, I do. I still have the flame blade. Perfect. Maybe? Are you serious? Why is that not doing anything? Alright, we're now on the other side of the river, and you can kind of see a lot of, like, really cool mini ponds here. So I'm a big fan of that. I find it really neat. That was awkward. There we go. Didn't realize that there was this whole little brigade here. Hello, boys. Ah. Could you quit jumping? Could you just stay here and fight me? Alright. Can we... Could you... There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, one last little chest before we go and fight the Hinox. And it kind of looks like we don't really have much of an option besides just climbing, so I'll meet you up top. Okay, quick explanation. I ended up almost running out of stamina, and to avoid not dealing with that, I went ahead and ate one of my meals that gave me some extra, like an extra, what, stamina wheel and a quarter, so that's pretty nice. Alright. Oh, it's a blue Hinox. Don't see much reason to be cautious. Alright, you know what? Let's just do this. Oh! Alright, that was a little silly on my part. Here we go. And let's just go ahead and attack this light here without that block on there. There you go, have an arrow. Okay. It's actually not a very bad idea. Alright. I was a little scared he was gonna jump up and slam down on me, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Got that quest done. Oh, some roasted carp, okay. Nice, alright. And I'll go ahead and swap out one of my bows then. Okay, so I don't see my radar going off for any shrines around us. But we have the Veiled Falls right up ahead. So I guess we can just go ahead and take this road here. And maybe we'll find a path. Alright. So So it looks like we do actually have a waterfall that we can swim upwards, so that's going to make getting up there a lot easier than just having a climb. Let me swap over real quick. Oh, you can actually see the platform right there in the water. So we might have a bit of a tricky shrine quest to do here. Alright, anything up here? It does not look like it. I kind of figured we would get more of an idea if somebody else was up here, but it doesn't look like anybody else is up here. Let me take a look. Okay, the shrine quest. A gift from the sky, a scale of light, splits the feet of a veiled fall's sight. Your trial awaits, it's glowing bright. Trello seems to know more about the ceremony. Okay, so I'm guessing we're gonna have to talk to Trello then. I'll be right back. So if we follow that mini-map, it looks like he should be right here.
I knew you were the same Link from 100 years ago. You did a fine job this time. May Lady Mifa's spirit live on within all of us. Now then, I must devise a plan to find the ceremonial trident.
Huh?
The ceremonial trident is used in a festival to honor Champion Mifa. The Champion Festival's light scale trident, well, it's a fake. I plan to have the ceremonial trident examined by Dento, but on the way there I dropped it off the bridge. It doesn't really matter. It's a fake after all. I'll have to ask him to make a new one. If someone happens to pick it up, they can just keep it.
Okay, what does that do for us? If you find the spear and recreate the actions from the song, a new trial may open. So, I guess let's hop down here and try and find that trident then. My only guess here would be to use magnesis. Oh, yeah, it's just right down there. Let's see. Let's do Cryonis, and then that way we can get a little bit closer. Alright. Try magnesis again. Alright, there we go. Okay, bring that up. Alright, can you... I'm not sure that's gonna stay on. I'll just move it to this one. There we go. Alright, we have the ceremonial trident. Modeled after the light scale trident wielded by the Zora champion Mifa. They may be identical in appearance, but the spear's strength and durability are inferior. Well, goodbye, halberd. Alright, now that we have the ceremonial trident, let's get back up on the top of the Veiled Falls. Along the way, I didn't realize it at first, but it looks like they have met up.
Oh, it's you. Hey, Season, this is the guy who made sure my letter reached you safely.
Oh, it's you! As you can see, I somehow made it to Zora's domain. Thanks to you, I managed to work up the courage to finally meet Finley. At least that's how I see it.
Thank you so much for introducing me to my soulmate.
This is weird.
Season and I had discussed it, and we decided we just had to thank you the next time we saw you. So here, this is from both of us. Thank you for everything.
You know what? I'll take the 300 rupees.
Season, be sure to swim and climb and lift and stuff a lot. That will help you build up those muscles you promised me.
As you wish, my darling. I'll try my best. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and mosey on back to the Veiled Falls. Okay, we are back, and really quick, I want to go ahead and look at the adventure log. So, a gift from the sky. A scale of light splits the feet of a Veiled Falls sight. Your trial awaits, it's glowing bright. a gift from the sky, a scale of light. Let's go up here really fast. Alright, and I believe I remember that you had to do something. A gift from the sky to split the sight. I'm pretty sure we have to attack. Right? Okay, that was how we do it. I really was kind of just operating based on memory there. I mean, the words made sense, you know, gift from the sky falling down and splitting the sight. It can be kind of a difficult one to figure out, but thankfully I remembered how to do that one, for the most part. Alright, we got the Daga Keek Shrine. And it looks like this is just a blessing, so we can go ahead and grab the chest and get on out of here. Is it gonna be another weapon? Probably. Oh no, 100 rupees. You're making some money this episode. Alright, a 4th spirit orb. We can go ahead and get another upgrade. I about missed it there. Okay. I'm gonna run up and get that next, I think heart is what I'm gonna do. Man, it really is fun just hanging around in this area and exploring. I guess really quick, what's up, Sidon?
Link, I must thank you. You somehow overcame the objections of the old geezers on our council, all to help save our home. Yes, you are a treasure of a Hylian, taking time out of your journey to come to our rain and monster-ridden home. And here you activated those orbs with shock arrows, freed Ruta, and released my sister from her lingering regret. Link, I simply can't thank you enough, especially for following me to the end, pushy and unreasonable as I am. Zora's domain would still be in peril if not for you. You are welcome anytime, and we are ever at your service. Have I mentioned how incredible you are, and how thankful I am? Because you are, and I am. Yes, you are the greatest of Hylians, and my most treasured friend for all time. Sidon is a true bro right there. Alright, let's get that next heart. And like that, we've gotten a few quests done, but we've got a lot more exploring to do. I'll see you all in the next one.